Welcome back, guys and girls. As you can see, today this is going to be a new series on this channel. I will be doing a rustic historical take on my channel in terms of the style and the type of drawings I will be doing. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. Today I decided to do Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is pretty much that popular game that sort of became a cultural phenomenon that everybody seems to be playing besides me. I'm not really into Souls game, but I always enjoyed the artwork and the designs of the knights and the worlds that all the sword games that came before Elden Ring. So this particular drawing is going to be of the Tarnished, and it's one of the main characters. Well, not one of, but the main character that you play with in Elden Ring. And in Elden Ring is a type of game where you can sort of create any type of character that you want within the confines of what game assets that they allow you to create with. And this particular character or design is of a knight, a tarnished knight, and it's one of the designs that you see on a lot of the promotional art. So I like this particular design, so that's why I went with this particular drawing for this week. And it's going to be, as you can see, it's just a head bust drawing, so it's not the full entire view of the knight, but it's sort of just the head and focusing on a lot of the armor details that goes into the armor plating and the chainmail that you're going to see in this drawing. Now I'm drawing it on a sort of like a scroll drawing paper, and I really like the texture work that you could get out of these types of paper. It's very expensive. It's not a typical drawing paper, but I do like the sort of like the outcome of your drawings when you tend to draw on this, and how the drawing will look sort of different under different lighting conditions. So with different values, you get sort of like a different outcome. So this particular drawing, I'm not going too dark. It's sort of like a medium tone when it comes to the shading, and you're gonna see that. But it's like, but this type of paper is kind of, it sometimes could be hard to see the fine details if you don't go too dark. But at the same time, if you do go too dark, you sometimes lose some of that detail in the initial sketch or lighter, drawing that's on top. So as you can see here, I'm sort of gently going over with a darker 3H. Is that a 3H or a 3B? I think a 3B pencil. And I'm not necessarily focusing too much on the finer details just yet, but I'm sort of like making a mental note of where I'm going to do a lot of the heavy shadowing. So wherever there's going to be heavy shadow, I will do like a little darker outline, just so I have a mental note like, okay, here I'm going to go back in and do a deeper shadow here. And then, after I do more fine details with a lighter pen, more like a 2, or pencils, excuse me, like a 2H, then I know, okay, wherever I see dark spots, I go back in with like a 3B or 4B, something that's really heavy in lead, and then I start to do the heavy shadow work. So you're going to see that towards the end of this drawing. At this point, I'm doing the back of the sword. Well, the sword is behind him, so this particular composition is cropped. If you think of it as like a camera, it's cropped, and if you look at the original promotional art, you get a full body picture, but I wanted to focus more on his head, sort of like a bust drawing, and not the full body with the armor. So I didn't want to do a smaller drawing. I wanted to do a bigger drawing with the dimensions that I have with this particular sketch pad. So also, a lot of the times when I notice a lot of the viewers, when it comes to YouTube and Instagram, they tend to like more of the close-up drawings than the ones that's further away. So that's why a lot of the times I do a lot of bust head drawings where the camera is zoomed in, just like a really close-up shot of whatever the subject matter is, what particular character I'm drawing for that particular week. So, but overall, I had really fun doing this drawing. And guys, I'll be right back with a little on the backstory. I don't know too much when it comes to Elden Ring characters because the story in Souls games are really vague unless you do your own research and read a lot of there's a lot of notes and pamphlets and things like that you find throughout the game that you learn more on the backstory. And given the fact that I haven't played um, or beaten any Dark Souls game or this particular game, Elden Ring, I don't know too much of this particular character. So most of the information I'm going to get from just online, what's available. So, and with that, I'll be right back. Now for a little backstory on the Tarnished Knight. The Tarnished is the player character and protagonist of Elden Ring. Compelled by the flame of ambition, the Tarnished endeavors to retrieve the Elden Ring and become an Elden Lord. In their journey throughout the lands between, they encountered various demigods, bearers of the great runes, as well as those likewise tarnished. Now, one of the demigods that they speak of that you come in contact with, the first boss in the game, is Godfrey. Now, Godfrey was the first Elden Lord and married to Queen Marquette, the Eternal. However, at one point, he was later exiled from the lands between and became a Tarnished himself. Now, Godfrey led the war against the giants and faced the Storm Lords alone. But after his last worthy opponent fell, Godfrey's warrior spirit sank, and hue from his eyes faded. His purpose now fulfilled, Marquette exiled Godfrey from the lands between, and he became the first Tarnished. He returned along with other Tarnished after the Shattering. Now, that's pretty much the backstory on this character, and this drawing is coming to an end. Thank you guys once again, and I'll catch you on the next one.